as they like.
This takes about 2 hours, so strap in. It will take a little while. And if we can do this in an expedient way, which is to say we expedite the leggies, then we will be looking to move on to Living World Season 4 and scuff my way through that. It is not a big deal. These bounties are, you know, not so difficult. What would be hard is me trying to solo them, because I don't have access to Celestial gear on the alt account, and that's a bummer because we can't really solo these too well. Choya ball! So we got our food. All is right with the world. Big heals, big heals, big heals. The grand allure to me to do this, despite how maybe low effort it is because it's very chill, and it doesn't matter what skill level the other players are. As long as there's a decent healer in the squad, this will be always doable, always a viable trip, and everybody gets to win. And I like it. I like healing in this game. I remember spending a lot of time theory crafting and trying to convince people that I knew to let me heal in the dungeons when dungeons were the meta gold farm. That's right. At one point in this game, dungeons were the meta gold farm, and I was like quickly swatted out of the group. Smacked, slapped, kicked. No healers here. Get that monk armor out of here, bro. You're an elementalist. You're supposed to be in the down state. With lava fog meteor shower in tow. No thanks. Each his own, I guess, but I guess it's kind of awkward to consider that I gravitate towards the healer archetype support role in games, because I've been proven to be quite a decent DPS. Maybe not as best as some of the other people that I've known, but we're literally talking about like top 2% top 2% player base in that regard. And so we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves. I'd rather be A+ DPS and struggle against the S tiers that I know, than be like a D tier DPS committed to DPS. That's not strong. But I do prefer healing. I don't know, something about the green numbers. Maybe maybe I like the color green more than I like big red numbers or whatever. Which then begs the question, what if they allowed me to change my DPS numbers to green numbers and my healing numbers to red numbers? Would I like it as much? I don't know. It's a good question. Irrelevant. Just like playing video games in general. But humans have always played games to pass the time and to learn and grow. Camaraderie is a very, very valuable aspect of human society. Curious as it may be, as irrelevant as it seems, we like to heal, and that's the point. Choya, choya. So we have a player that messaged me saying they only have Raptor. It is a hassle to do all of these with only the Raptor, but I think they might be able to get by. We also have one portal every 3 maps or so, so that's not terrible. It's not optimal maybe, but it's not terrible. We'll keep making use of that as we go along here. I think we have to go here next, actually. every time I clear my symbols and I change waypoints, it respawns them. It's gross. I don't particularly care for it, but what can I do? It's a glitch that the devs don't know about or don't want to spend resources on fixing. Either way, it matters not. It's just another click for us, no big deal. Maximum bear. Maximum bear. Oh, it hurts. We got this. But we'll be playing several different games today. This is an 8-hour stream. Looking to be kind of consistent here. We're going to shoot for a Monday through Friday schedule, which is a full week of streaming, actually, full-time week. We'll see how it goes, see if I can manage to keep it up. If not, we will revert back to our very pleasant, convenient 3 days a week. Shoutouts to Kotzi, always keeping me motivated with the gifted subs. Really do appreciate it. Feel like I should give back a little bit more. We have begun working on new music, which is very exciting. An opportunity, although it might be a bit of a burden to a buddy of mine. Just the way that feedback works when writing. Has spurred on a very, very, passionate desire to use my MIDI controller again. And so we have been installing plugins and working with a large library of effects. So I'm fairly certain, based on the feedback that I've received so far, I'm just going to take a month to write them some music. I'm not going to go past that, just because it's just the workflow doesn't determine that I need more than that. So I'm excited to be writing music again, especially when it's for somebody else. It makes it a lot easier than like doing original work for myself. Looks like we're ready. Let's go. Yeah, some people are a lot more determined and a lot more nitpicky about what they want for their music. This person is not, which is kind of a blessing and a curse. I always prefer when another person is like highly sensitive and highly specific. because it narrows down like all of the margins for me, and it's kind of like, well, I just have to give them this. But, you know, it's not always about me. Sometimes it's about giving back a little bit of the gifts that we've developed over the years. Putting it to good use. Legendary Forge Tormentor. We had ourselves an apple pie slice today. Started exercising. Big shout outs to Sven for all the, you know, motivation. It's nice. It's cool to know people that are like really about that life. And for me, I'm just like such a scrub when it comes to the gym. Like, I am no gym rat. And if I could be, you know, maybe that'd be great. It definitely helps with our mental quite a bit, and it also makes me a lot faster at the things that I want to accomplish. Gives me more energy, really, is what it is. Let's see if we can catch this one next. Yeah, after this we are going to be playing Warframe and doing a series of rad shares, if not fissures. And then we are going to be bouncing around between different games. I'm certainly going to be playing Counter-Strike later today. Yeah, there's a lot of games. A lot of games we can play. Looks like most people are with it. Yeah, looks good. Ready check's always so satisfying. When I don't see it, I get a little discouraged, but it's no big deal. Most people are ready. Let's go. I have Skyscale on the alt. I should use it, I suppose. We don't have it on the main, which feels like the opposite of luxurious when running Janther Wilds. Janther Wilds seems to like really incorporate Skyscale flying pretty well. It really does feel like a nerf for us to not have it there. So this is exciting. So we have to backtrack for Corrupted Faucet in Crystal Oasis. Maybe I make a little note of these things here. That way we know which ones to come back to. Looks like most people are here. Let's get moving. Break the bar. Do I have quickness? Ooh, that's spicy. Inventory is looking fine. If we can get out of combat forever, we are in combat. Forever, forever, forever. Still in combat? I wonder.
You look like you can fight. Come and help us. Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
A moment I do not have. Some tea I do. You're welcome. Cheers, man. When I was really learning this game, especially in raids, warrior was just the benchmark with which you should not be under if you're choosing to play DPS. Banner B-word was what the warrior was referred to very consistently, and it hit about 20k while also providing insane buffs. If you played DPS and you couldn't hit more than 20k, play warrior please, let me play DPS. Not just me, but like the universal me. Like, get good. That's how I remember warrior. But warrior is such a beast in PvP and world versus world. And I think warrior is actually on one of the top slots right now for Condi damage across raids, so that's interesting. Interesting. My, how things change. Always changing. Change is good. Change is good. A rabbit. A rabbit. A rabbit. Shit. Looks like most people are here. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. We'll give Till maybe green here. You what up, Max? I just got the notif and I was getting to bed, lol. Yo, sorry, I've been getting on later and later. It appears that 8 AM PST is going to be the new time for us, although if I can wake up a little bit earlier, maybe I'll get on a little bit earlier. I do know a great majority of people are in other portions of the world, where maybe like a 2 AM PST is more preferred. How are you doing? Good evening. I just had a slice of apple pie. Cheers. Hope you're having a good night, dude. Did you finish EDA ETA? Looks like we can go. Guys, go watch the vids at least. Yeah, finished them. Nice. Yeah, the problem is, it's just the sleep schedule. Without the circadian rhythm. And another thing, you know, I've been trying to exercise more. So I started exercising actually yesterday, which was kind of cool. Nothing too crazy, just jogging. But if I can exercise more regularly, it'll help me with my sleep. And then some days I can kind of stand the hit. But being able to wake up without there being any sunlight and like staying up super late, it just kind of thwarts what I'm trying to do with like the other aspects of my life. So it's been a struggle. I do like starting the stream at around midnight though. I think it's a really cool time to get started. So the plan has been to wake up at about 4 AM and get a bunch of stuff done up until 8 AM and then go live. So I have 4 hours to do exercise, hygiene, music. You don't really see me do music very much, I guess, but as a avid fan of music and somebody who is determined to become a craftsman in the space as a songwriter. I have tools, mostly my voice, but also my guitar, that I need to tune and stay ready and prepared with. Like, if I don't grind out the competency for that, I won't be ready for the studio work that's kind of on the precipice right now. And that's not good. Like, games are great, but like, if enjoyment from games is like an A tier, like S++ is studio work or collaborating with other artists to make music. Like, it's just not even close. Like, it's the most enjoyable thing I've ever done with my life. So, looking to prioritize IRL over games, as we should. Okay, so let's go check back to see if this is available now. If not, we will move on. Do I rap? I do not. I can, but I can't freestyle. I can make beats. If I were to be working with a hip-hop artist, I would be like the, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. I would be the hook. I would be some sort of like catchy idea in the song, but probably not like spitting hot fire requires like a lot of upkeep and a lot of like practice and study, and I don't specialize in it, so I don't like attempt to do any kind of hip-hop stuff. But writing a hook for a hip-hop track or writing a beat for somebody, that's like a no-brainer. That's pretty easy, actually. Hip-hop is definitely not my thing. Or rapping, I would say, is not my thing. One of my favorite producers in that space is Timbaland, and Timbaland does sing quite a bit of hooks in their songs. They have hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. And so if I can see myself doing hip-hop, it would be something more like that, where I might be like speaking or singing rather than rapping in whatever it is that I'm working on. It's a really fun medium, and it's very inspiring because typically rappers have a very unique and a very determined kind of persona and identity with which they're working from. And so like helping another like artist, especially a rapper, tell their story would be pretty peak for me, actually. Elon Riverlands. True, I'd be Sway Lee on sicko mode. Nice. Doing the ad-lib, someone said. Yeah, ad-libbing. I'm not an actor. Ad-libbing is a very unique. Improvisation is something I'm great at in the studio when it comes to my medium, which is just like vocal work, like singing melody or like writing maybe guitar progression. Not that I always try to stay in my lane, but if I were to do hip hop, I mean, I could a little bit. Let me see. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move to live. It's just a bunch of gibberish. So we can do it, you know. Like, we have a little bit of something there. Shout outs to Eminem, by the way, holding it down always. But, you know, it's more about I've become more keen on letting another person tell their story and me just kind of supporting their idea and getting it to come to life rather than me pushing so much more of my agenda in music. And that's weird because there's two reasons for this. So it's weird because it almost feels like I'm giving up. It's just hard to write my original stuff. It's become increasingly more difficult over the years. I have kind of a high standard. If you listen to my song Memories, that was recorded live. It's really not easy to do. It's really not easy to play that song, for one. Not that I'm trying to toot my own horn, but it is kind of intimidating, even for like a jazz player to consider it, like soloing over it. And I'm talking studio musicians would be a bit intimidated to work with it. And so I'm singing and playing that, you know. I want all of my songs to be like this, to be more like this organic, raw, kind of natural thing. And that's stifling. It makes it take forever for me to write original work. But when I am liberated from that and I just focus on another person's ideal, it's more like, well, they're the checks and balances. If they think it's good, then it's good. If they don't think it's good, then it's not good. And I continue to work on it, doing the best I can until, you know, they're impressed to the point where they're like, yeah, I love this. Let's do it. So that is the ideal. That is where I spend my time outside of games. It's just a dream job, I would say. But if we want our... If we work hard to not let our memes be dreams, then they can become reality. I hear there are a lot of new weapons coming from the Duviri content associated with Isle Weaver. Have you been able to farm those weapons yet? What do you think of that content? Did you get a lot of Pathos clamps? You ever do a music stream? I do. I have done a music stream before. Several times, actually. There are channel points which allow you to request a cover song, and I would sing it for you a cappella, or to play the original music that I have. And so that's cool, I guess. I don't know if that's your thing or whatever. I don't typically do it. I have like mixed feelings about just music, writing music, playing music, performing music in general. And so it's a bit cringe for me to do, but it is the thing I want to do. And so to kind of like lure me out of my cage, as it were, I do have those channel points open. But you rarely see people use them. You're welcome to use them if you want to hear a song, you know. But yeah. Sometimes I have like bouts of depression around music and I just kind of avoid it altogether. But it is legitimately the highest level of skill that I have in life. And so it's not a healthy thing for me to avoid it for long. Looks like most people are here. Let's go. What is this? Okay.
One becomes two.
Okay, so where are we? Let's see. Seeing the DTN music streams were pretty fun. What's DTN actually? The music is nice. Music is a very spirited thing to behold. Music awakens and enlightens us in a unique way. Into the desolation. Just one moment, just one moment. Let's get back to it. DJ Toenail. DJ Toenail. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting choice of name there. I guess there has been a lush history of DJs having wild names over the years. Maybe they just ran out of options. I wonder what made them choose that name. Hydration, nice. Thank you so much. I really don't drink enough water. Right now we'll be substituting for tea, but we did have enough water, so we should be okay. Cheers. Thank you. With having numbers below 25, I don't think scaling occurs, so we don't really have to worry too much about the group getting wiped. Maybe the next legendary we do will be the hardest one of the series. This one will require a little special attention. How do I want to open here? Probably want to open with air overload. How are we doing on food? Still doing good.
A forged lieutenant deserted its unit. Take it out.
This one is a little bit more tricky.
Rare and valuable.
It's XQC's DJ name. His beats flooded TikTok, lol. that makes sense now. DJ Toenail is such a troll. It was quite funny, actually. Yeah, TT is the #1 place to have your music go viral, and it's been that way for maybe 5 years or so. It's something that I exclusively avoid, and yeah, I do recognize its validity. Very powerful. Just make sure everybody's together here. Looks good. Looks like most people are ready. Let's go. Who's down and where are they? Are they nearby? I'm not in my squad, I'm not rezzing them. One of the more intense fights out of the legendary bounty sequence that we can do. Fun stuff. Awesome. Well done, well done, well done. Well done, well done, well done. Okie dokie. Keep this train rolling. So we will be swapping over to Warframe in a little bit here. I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a nice stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always nice to see you, Max. Thanks for the hydration. I definitely, like... I have way too much caffeine, I don't drink enough water, so it's very helpful to see it. So far, the only legendary that we haven't seen was Corrupted Faucet, which is kind of cool. go on to Bobby. To Bobby we go. I'll have to look up the legendaries for Living World Season 4, but it's not a big deal. It seems as though we're going fast enough. Let's cancel the ready check. We need to go grab the bounties first. No legendaries here. Oh, wait. My eyes have deceived me.
Reports of creatures driven insane by ley energy are coming from all over. Are you going to help?
If you could assist us, we'd appreciate it.
Looks like most people are on their way. Looks pretty good. We have one straggling. It's okay. We have a little bit more time here. Should be good to go here. So fun little story, met Max doing a legendary bounty train and they were critical of my sound mix, to which I had a scuffed audio problem due to audio ducking. I had since resolved that, asking for a higher up to give me some advice on what to do. And we've since fixed our audio and have been thriving. So a little bit of critique can go a long way. Sometimes it's hard to stomach, but it is a very, very powerful way to improve. So it's been kind of an interesting question lately. How much criticism is too much criticism? And what is toxic and unproductive criticism versus what is productive criticism? I think criticism is always really productive. It's just hard to feel that that's the case. And so I guess our feelings can get in the way more often than not, and then we end up in a awkward position where we don't feel too good about ourselves while we're being told that something that we're doing is a little off. It's very hard to accept criticism as an artist early on. It's gotten a lot easier now because I've just learned to do my best work, and if that's not good enough for another person, I really could care less. What matters most is if it's good enough for me, which is in some way toxic in and of itself, because I have such high, like ludicrously high standards. It just feels like, how is it even possible for me to be satisfied? You know, but this is like an internal battle, one that can be won with a little bit of grace, I would say. Let's go grab this bounty. Keep the train a-rolling. Okay, so we return back here. Give the ready check. Yeah, I like to do these. I like to heal. It's nice.
waiting.
How are we doing? Looks like people are halfway here. We'll wait till a majority of them get to green. Nice. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, looks good, looks good. I don't know what achievements are associated with this, but there are definitely achievements associated with it. Still getting used to having a sky scale. Sky scale's kind of busted. We made the mistake, I guess, of, well, who couldn't possibly have known, of doing the sky scale achievement the quote-unquote hard way on the main, and it's taken us quite a while to get to the precipice of completion. It is much easier to do it the way that we did it on the alt.
Your hard work and sacrifice are only possible by virtue
Looks like most people are ready.
of the hard work and sacrifice of Palawa Joko.
Praise Joko. Looks like most people are here. Ooh, it hurts. My face. Ouch. One more legendary here. looks good. Looks like people are here. Let's go. Ugh. Let's go see if we can grab the final missing legendary from the run in POF at Destiny's Gorge waypoint.
More than enough.
Bubba, are you really descendants of Koal?
Fired up.
No faucet. Looks like there's no faucet. Living World Season 4. Can we? Will we? Shall we? Maybe somebody has a map that has the legendary faucet.
Wicked ley-enhanced creatures are roaming the desert. What are you gonna do about it?
Okay, I guess we can do Queen again. They don't truly gauge the value here for other players. We do them because it is fun to heal. And one of the best places to heal is in the open world kind of like metas. Back to Crystal Oasis we go.
Vitality restored.
Looks like most people are ready. Nice. We got about 30, maybe 40 minutes left in whatever content we're doing in Guild Wars before we take a break and swap over to Warframe. Big grind in both games. It's nice to keep it casual. We do very much enjoy the Legendary Bounty Train.